Hey guys, it's a Patient Hodler coming at you with my second live stream. And in this one, we are going to cover some very interesting topics. And it's also the last live stream before the real token migration, before we are becoming an Ethereum compatible token. And also, we are exactly live at the moment when the Fed is announcing what they are going to do with the rate hikes. So we might see some explosive movement, not only into Omi, but also in the market if what the Fed says is better than expected. Now, we are going to look at this very closely, and you are going to tell me, obviously, what is happening while I'm trying to get my presentation and stuff together here. So just, you know the drill, friendly reminder, I'm a crypto and NFT investor, not a financial advisor. So please do your own research before you ape into Ecomi and all the Veve collectibles. Now, with that out of the way, let's get started. We got Ted in the house. Let's go, Ted. And also we got AJ. AJ is ready for an Omi explosion to the upside. Yes, we all are ready, set and done. And then we will, in some months, talk about the prices, hopefully, when they were under 1 cent and people could have accumulated more. Probably we all have the feeling at the moment that we have not accumulated as much. So, commas and zeros says you better be right. I guess that is related to Ted. Are you covering the Fed announcement? I will I will try if we get a notification that it's actually out, but I also think there is no need to cover it as much. One thing that I can already say is I have seen a tweet where someone claimed that 8,000 BTC have been moved to Binance and ready to dump. And the speculation is that some whale knows more than we do. And we got some red circles here as well. But let's get into something that I have prepared for today. And here you can see what is the plan. We are going to talk a little bit about token migration, about the Epiko Regal case, or actually FUD, because there are some people out there that are claiming that they just used Veve and Ecomi as a vehicle to promote themselves, and then they have deleted the tweet because they were told so. And I have a different view on that story, so we are going to look at that because I think it's actually one of the most bullish catalysts that we could see at the moment, and I think it's not a hoax, it's not a fake. We are also going to talk a little bit about Disney NFTs. We got a super exciting drop coming up, and also about the Golden Homer statue, because there's something interesting to it. We are going to cover, obviously, the topic of exchanges, and we are going to do a giveaway on the live stream here, so that everyone who is tuned in by the time that I conduct it has a chance to win a Veve collectible. Excuse me. And we are going to finally say some words about Pokemon, some announcements regarding the channel. So what we got here in the chat. Hearing it's good news from the Fed guys. Really? Is there already good news? Are we already pumping? Are we rich yet? So yeah, I hope that's true. All Chat Gaming says, I think there's gonna be another little dump before the big pump. You mean on Omi or the overall crypto market regarding a mixed result from the Fed? Demo, welcome back, Demo. You were here in the first stream as well. Hoping it's going to be a fantastic week. Yeah, that I hope as well. And the Impaler, nice name. The Impaler says to the moon, and yeah, we are going to go in that direction. Definitely. I think Veve Ecomi is very underrated. Have you seen that Veve moved up to place 5 of the most valuable NFT projects already by the token going slightly up, and I think that's only the beginning. That's only where we are going to start at the moment. AJH, what's going on? Hope the whales get stranded on the beach and they have to buy back higher. Well, if they try, that's a really risky play, because if they try to dump on us these days, and the news, like the Ecomi whales, but also the general crypto whales and the news are not as bad as some expect, then probably hodlers and others will just scoop up the floor, will buy in, and then hodl and raise the floor up slightly. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very difficult and risky play that they are doing at the moment. And we got Bruce Roosdar. Thank you for all the thank you for all your content, Patient Hodler. What are your thoughts on the former Disney executive and his thoughts about Veve? So that's a very good question, and I hope most of you have seen that interview because it tells us something. So this Disney executive has been hyped up a lot, but actually, as Taps Trades has perfectly researched, he was out of Disney already in 2014, and then saying that, or claiming that Disney has made a terrible mistake by letting Veve launch their first NFTs, and that they could have gotten so much more money and value out of launching it somewhere else. And he compared the collectibles to Happy Meal figurines and stuff like that. So he clearly showed that he had no idea what he's talking about. Instead, I think, obviously, I'm biased by being a Veve user and having some of the Disney collectible, but he has one true point, and he said in the beginning of this interview that everyone who has a Disney NFT, one of the golden moments, should hold on to it because they are going to be very, very, very valuable in the future, and that part I share. But I still think Veve has shown and proven since the Marvel comics, and maybe also a little bit before, since the Spider-Man launch, that they are able to print millions, basically, in 1 second, and that everything that they drop gets sold out in a second. So I think is very, very, very bullish. Goodix, greetings back to you. He said that in German, but yeah, welcome to the stream. And that I don't understand. But anyways, let's jump in what I have prepared here. So first of all, I want to thank my now 5 Patreons. We got 2 Patreons here that are now minted forever onto my end screen. And so I can just say welcome. AJ, choose your collectible, please. And also Kelly, if you see this one day, choose your collectible. But welcome and thank you very much for supporting me on this journey. And later on, I will have something to give back now in the stream, and then also later on in the Rare Hodlers community. So yeah, we are going to do a giveaway today. We are going to give away a Veve NFT, and I will show you later in this little stream what it's going to be, and then we will conduct it right away without any retweeting or Twitter stuff, just straight from the chat. Now, let's cover quickly the news. You have all seen it, but I think it's interesting to point this out here. We are going to get another Disney drop. And why do I think it is so important? First of all, it shows that Disney is not only committed, nevertheless, what any former 2014 Disney executives say or claim, Disney is committed to the Veve app, launching their NFTs on the Veve app and bringing out more first appearances, because if you see it correctly, despite Mickey Mouse, we have only first appearances here of very famous Disney figures, and this one is going to be even a new asset type in that drop. Okay, we got breaking news here from Funky Code. Fed will leave interest rates the same as of now. So that is, in my view, a dovish politics. Hope that's true. Maybe someone else can confirm it here. But yeah, that means that the market will catch up and there will be a lot of money that flows into the markets, if that's really true. So maybe someone else can confirm that. Funky Code, thank you very much for bringing that information into the stream. Well, that we should be very, very bullish, and everyone who bought the dip despite the big fear can be very proud. And also, look at this timing. I don't know if that was even planned, but we get the conclusion of the migration directly into these news. I mean, that could accelerate an OMI pump. Obviously, I feel I wasn't done yet with accumulating, but I don't care anymore. If it goes to the moon, if it explodes, I will be very, very happy, and probably a lot of you are sitting on pretty impressive OMI bags. So I wish to each and every one of you in the stream that you are going to make life-changing or wife-changing wealth, depending on in which situation you are. Anyways, let's get back to these, because this is a new, the Disney, the Mickey and Friends drop is a new type of collectible, as these are reflecting cards, like the ones that you can incline to one or the other side, and then they will have a different animation. So this will also give a new asset for all the VeveHolics to put in the showroom, because depending on from which side you are looking, you will see something else. And yeah, probably we are going to have here, it's maybe it's Goofy and Pluto in one, because I see here 6, but we only will have 5 rarities. So maybe we have 2 commons and then up to a secret rare or something like that, like with the bubble heads. But yeah, I think that's very interesting. And we have here first appearance, first appearance, first appearance, first appearance, first appearance. So Disney is fully committed to Veve, and that's very, very, very bullish in my books. Yeah, so basically what they were saying here is it's going to be a drop of lenticular images. Lenticular images are printed images with an illusion of depth, or the ability to change or move as the image is viewed from different angles. So that's what we are going to expect. And actually, there's one other aspect, as we are later already going to point out. When we say when Pokemon, what do rare Pokemon cards have in common with this? There are cards that if you incline them, they reflect, and they have a certain stars or something pattern in the gold and in the silver. So maybe this technology here, that they can have this as a reflective NFT, could help with it. So let's look at the chat real quick. Mixed Baby says, how can I send OMI to Bitforex? So this refers to the previous one. I've OMI on Gate.io. Actually, I have my OMI on Gate.io as well. And we know for now that OKX, Ascendix, and Bitforex already said that they will help in easing the swap, but they haven't heard back from Gate.io until now. So everyone who has the tokens on Gate.io, I still believe they will help with the swap, but I don't know when exactly it will be. But you shouldn't panic, because there will open a manual swap site which will have an explanation. It will be easy to use. And if it's the case that Gate.io doesn't offer the swap in the next days, I will do a video on how you can swap this via this site using my own OMI to show and prove it. And please don't be in a hurry, because they already stated that they will leave the OMI sites, the swap site, open indefinitely, so you can swap at any time. You will have the same value. You will not lose out like buying and selling. You will just have to do it later. Don't rush, because if you rush, you can make mistakes, click a wrong link, or fall for a scammer. So don't react to anyone who approaches you with a service or something that wants to ease your token swap. Don't do it. Do it yourself. Do it in all tranquility and peace. Don't overreact. Okay. So yeah, Demo, that's absolutely right. They mentioned that these will be the first editions, and that is actually a very controversial aspect on Ecomi at the moment, or on Veve at the moment, because they are basically putting, sometimes when you have a new type of asset, they put, like the snow globe, they put first edition, or like the stamp, they put first edition instead of first appearance. Nevertheless, the snow globe, the common one, is, for example, the first appearance of the polar bear in NFTs, but it's a first edition because it's a snow globe. Now here we have reflecting cards, which is a first edition because it's a new type of collectibles, but nevertheless, it will be the first appearance of Donald Duck. At least this is my view on it. And as I have explained in previous videos, in the end, even if the licensor says this is not the first appearance of Donald Duck, if the community perceives it as the first appearance of Donald Duck, it will hold that value, nevertheless, if Disney says it is or it's not. It's like the discussion about what was the first Disney NFT. So we can do the test. Let me know in the chat what was the first Disney NFT. You will get at least 2 to 3 different results. Goodix says OMI was listed as a currency on the IMX website. Well, that is very good to know. So does that mean you can buy collectibles from other brands on IMX with OMI? That would bring more even more utility to it than the other topic that we will cover in a second. So apparently there was stickers or something minted before to take away the FA tags. Well, that means that they have basically wasted the first appearances on another project or somewhere on OpenSea. I'm not aware of that, but as far as I recall, at least I have no knowledge about this. But if you have, please let me know where they minted stickers that are officially licensed by Disney. Okay, so with that said, let's come to the Epiko Regal FAT. And I will just move that a little bit to the side here. I hope you can see that. So the slide is not covered by my video. So I have made a video actually 2 days ago about the announcement on the official Twitter of Epiko Regal. And Epiko Regal, for everyone that doesn't know it until now, is a mini game that is played on a smartphone. It's basically a tower defense mini game where you can buy heroes and buy stuff with in-game currency, or are supposed to buy. And the figurines that you also see here below, they are meant to be NFT collectibles. So these are the heroes that you can put into that game. Now, they have announced this, and shortly after, they have removed that announcement. And now people on Twitter were basically bombarding Reese and other Veve team members with questions about this topic and whether they are legit or not. But as pointed out in that video already, there is a guy that is called Venkatesh Krishnamurti, and he is a guy of Indian descent, having founded a company that produces that game in the UK. And here we see him with David, Yu, and Dan on a photo, and he's actually a strategic advisor since 4 years for Ecomi. So it's already by that highly unlikely that that was a scam or a hoax where he would actually undermine his own position. So then the German YouTuber Veve Price Prediction posted here under this tweet, why don't we see announcement from Veve and Ecomi? And Venkatesh actually went in and says they will do a PR once we are ready with content. And actually that makes sense, because probably someone like David Yu or Dan went to Venkatesh and said, dude, wrong time, because we are doing the token migration and no one will be looking into your game. Let's do a coordinated PR that actually attacks how we are bringing utility onto the Ecomi chain. And I tell you guys, it will be a project that will mainly sit on Ecomi and utilize Ecomi as an in-game currency, that they will utilize that to buy stuff in the game. Whether the collectibles are really coming to Vivi, I don't know, because they have an NFT store within their website. Go and look at the website. You can also sign up for that NFT segment, but it could be possible that they will also come to Vivi. Now, with that said, I hope that this is proof enough to you, his explanation, the strong ties between David Yu and Dan. And if that's not enough, go to the channel of the YouTuber HelloK, who is actually working for the metaverse and NFT company Telescope, which is also linked to Venkatesh. HelloK knows Venkatesh in real life, and he has made a very good video debunking that rumors that this is a hoax or a scam. No, we will see a lot of utility down the road. And actually, David Yu has already stated in one AMA that he wants to see Ecomi as a utility chain where various projects are building on it, such as Ethereum. That is really what he said in his words, similar to Ethereum. Obviously, he didn't mean in size, but in utility to build on it. Yes. So that should make you even more bullish, because suddenly we don't have only Vivi and the gem purchase burning mechanic that I've already explained in other videos, but we have already other projects that enable you to buy Ecomi and use it as an in-game currency. So that is pretty awesome in my opinion. Hey Luke, what's going on? One of the guys that are really early on my channel when I had only a few views per day and week. Keenan says, I read that it's going to be announced tomorrow. You mean Epiko Regal? That would be really good. And also I expect them to come around with exchanges quickly. So yeah, I hope that they re-announce it after the migration is done and everyone knows, okay, we are set and ready, and the attention can be on that project, because I think that project deserves attention. Okay, Keenan says yes. Okay, so if that is the case, I would be very happy if they announce that soon. And because some people are getting nervous about everything that isn't streamlined and perfect, but you see, coordination is not as easy as it seems sometimes. Now, why do I think that is so bullish? I have explained that in my last video. I want to explain it or address it quickly here again. Most of you that are watching me are from Europe or US, or maybe some are from New Zealand, and the reality that we are living is very different in terms of culture, in terms of lifestyle, but also in terms of accessibility to our workplace and traffic and so on. So mobile games on smartphones are very popular in Asia and also in India. So this guy had a brilliant idea, in my opinion, that he puts NFTs into these little games. And you know that these things like I think it's Animal Crossing or Farmville and Candy Crush, they have been played by millions and millions of users. You have to look up the numbers. There's an $80 billion market only in Asia for these little smartphone games. And if there's only a little share coming to that Indian or India focused game, as Venkatesh says, it's an Indian or Oriental story that they are basically producing in that game. So I think that that's very big. I mean, I know the company is situated in the UK, but they have a subsidiary in Mumbai, and they are also doing their marketing strategized for India, as we can see here. So this is from today, and they are basically saying Epiko Regal wishes all of you a very happy Republic Day. So if someone is tuned in from India, then happy Republic Day. I didn't know that. Now I know. Yeah, so we got Chicken Combo here. Nice name again. So we have some really funny games here, names here. Who's excited for the migration? Omi to the moon. Yeah, actually, I am very excited for that, and we all can, and be sure that you will all manage to make your token swap. No one will be left behind, even if Gate.io didn't say anything and didn't commit. Yeah, but let's see what else we have. So I have already addressed this. Just to say it again, there are scammers on the way during that migration that approach people and say, hey, come to this link, as you can see here. So this is a fake, this is a hoax. There is no OMI support that is approaching you. Be aware of that. I know most of you are, but be aware of scammers in these times so that you don't lose your OMI. We have seen that already when the Twitter account of, I think, Reese, or was it Noah? So of one of those got hacked, and they basically put out a scam link, and some people lost like around $20,000. So for many people, or for some people, this is already life-changing money, and yeah, it's very, very bad if that happens. And millions of OMI in the wrong hands would be really, really brutal. So Demo says the Fed will be hiking up interest rates in March, as per what I just read. Hopefully it will be less than 1% interest rate increase. Well, so then this would be a moderate, but still sticking to plan. So it would be basically what the market has priced in, that there will be rate hiking. And I don't know, we have to look into it, because if there are more rate hikes over the year, then this could, yeah, this could be still holding back the market and getting rid of the supposed explosion and anticipation of the market coming back. We have to see. But on the other hand, we also have to see that if they don't react, inflation will crush sooner or later the economy. And if the economy gets crushed by inflation, that will also have a negative effect on crypto, despite it should be a store of value, for example, Bitcoin or utility change, that are always worth investing. But we also know that there are a lot of paper hands out there. There are a lot of traders out there that will just sell off everything with regards to an economic crisis, such as in 2008. So yeah, we definitely have to see what's the overall plan for the year. Thank you, Demo, for keeping us updated here. Very important. So as mentioned before, HelloK has said that everyone is asking for new exchanges for OMI. I envision it will be taken a step further, and multiple platforms will actually accept OMI as a transactional currency. OMI will go from barely any utility to utility on crack or on steroids. I hope the YouTube algorithm doesn't throw me out now because of that word, but well, I think he's absolutely right, because exchanges are only, and it's a big deal, don't get me wrong, and he probably doesn't mean it like it sounds in that sense, but exchanges are a big deal to get us to broader masses, and the effect of whales that are dumping into the masses, it will be absorbed as like a sponge. So if we can manage to get on Coinbase, and Coinbase has already integrated Immutable X and the ecosystem of Immutable X, then we would have millions of users that are suddenly enabled to buy Ecomi. And with the news that are coming from the products like Vivi and the supposed products that will mount on the OMI token in the future, they will be also, so Ecomi will be present again on all the YouTubers, on the big ones, on the BitBoys, on Cryptos R Us, who's frequently or sometimes talking about Ecomi, always has good words for Ecomi. So yeah, I think it will be very, very interesting once more and more utility comes to OMI and locks away Ecomi. So that's why I have a fairly high price prediction of $1 after the next Bitcoin halving. Oliver says, thank you, or thanks for the live stream. Things are coming together nicely for Ecomi now. I think the recent Andre Jig video promoting Ecomi VeVeHOLIC was given the go-ahead by Ecomi. Yes, I think so too. And finally, we got something that we expected from Andre Jig here, because with that trailer, we were expecting way more. But I think he did a great job on that video, pointing out some grails for the masses. He has almost 2 million subscribers. And then also don't forget all these other guys like Sergio Roberto from Barcelona, who showed this to 7 million people, and so on. So we have some impressive front runners in the community already. Then the gaming company partnership leak shortly after. Yes, exactly. I've covered that right now. I don't know if you were already tuned in with Epiko Regal. Very, very bullish, more bullish than you would expect, in my opinion, because of the fact that I've already pointed out. This tells me they have high confidence in the progress of token migration, MTL, and so on. And as Keenan says correctly, Slumdoge millionaire, the guy that got a multimillionaire by investing everything he had into Doge early on, is now buying VV collectibles, and also I think bought some OMI. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, great pointing out that. So then one thing I've mentioned that in the beginning about golden homer. Who has a golden homer here? I have one. I got lucky on the drop like 15 minutes in, so servers were completely wrecked and down. But yeah. We got here something interesting that Wes pointed out. Give this guy a follow because he has some very interesting tweets. And as we can see here, it says the golden moments, or the golden moment between father and son embodies the spirit of the Simpsons in a first ever NFT. So the meaning of this first ever NFT could be, yes, we are Disney. This is the first ever NFT of the Disney umbrella. We know that Marvel NFTs, Spider-Man is technically the first NFT from the Disney holding brands. But this is, even though if you check your other golden collectibles, Homer is, I believe, the one and only that has that. And Homer has 2 first appearances in one statue, Homer and Bart. And as if I recall it right, is the only one that is signed by its creator on the bottom of the statue. AJH has the golden Homer, and I think diamond hands, AJ. This one's going to go really, really big. Hey, Keenan, congratulations. You got one on the drop as well. So yeah, hold on to these ones. I think this is a true grail. Constable Corn says, David, you said Elsa is the first Disney NFT. Again, that might be true, but the question is, if when you bring those out, if it's possible in the future to OpenSea, Wax, Immutable X, does it matter what David Yu says, or does it matter what millions of NFT investors say is the first Disney NFT? And there's actually a big discussion about that, because some claim that the Spider-Man of Marvel is the first Disney NFT, as Marvel is a brand under the Disney umbrella and therefore a Disney NFT. Others say it's the first one that is officially tagged by Disney, but then again, it would be the Simpsons statue from the first drop alongside with the skateboard. But you're right, David, you said something like that. There is another VV post that basically says first Disney NFT umbrella, first Disney NFT so-and-so. And then there are some people that even claim that the Ultraman, Secret Rare, and the posters are the first Marvel NFTs and therefore Disney NFTs. But I think that's not the case, because they on purpose removed the Marvel logos from these comic covers, as those are comic covers in real life. Ultraman as Marvel bought the license of Ultraman and integrated them basically in their comic collection, I think in 2019 or something like that. But well, they removed the Marvel logo from it, so this Ultraman, although it's very, very, very big for Asia, is unfortunately not a Marvel first. Mixed Baby says, I've got Golden Moment Avenger logo for weeks. It doesn't get higher than 1.8K or 2K. What do you think? Mixed Baby, I got it as well, and I have the Iron Man as well, so I have that set complete. And I tell you, this is a long-term hold, because that Golden Avengers A, like, look at the Avengers poster with the A in the middle. So once all these Avengers are out and people will put them in an Avengers theme in the showroom, then you need the A in the middle to make it complete. And it's very, very scarce, and I think it will go up in price. For a long time, the A was around only 500 and 600 and didn't move, and then suddenly it moved up. We have Getsy in the house. Hello, Getsy. Oliver says, I have 1, 2. Constable Korn, I mean, the general population don't see these other characters like Iron Man and Simpsons part of Disney, even though they are. Elsa clearly is. Elsa is part of the licensed Disney princesses, although I learned that Elsa is actually Queen Elsa, not a princess, but she is in that parameter, and she is within the licensing directly under the Disney umbrella. But you could it depends on the view of the of all the collectors, and if there will be always different views, and that's why they all will go up in value. They are all scarce, they are all super beautiful collectibles, and in 1 year from now they will be of the earliest collectibles that you could get in the app. You will have those Batman Black and White very, very early, but these are the first major brands. So hold on to your golden moments. They will be very, very valuable in the future. Partner statue end of year price prediction. I would say, depending on how fast the adoption goes within the Veve app, it will take a couple of months and it will be at 100K. So end of year, if we don't see an NFT winter and just NFT gets more and more traction, I'd say 200K floor, something like that. %, these are all long-term holds. I will not be selling mine for at least 4 to 5 years. Yeah, exactly. And also there's the perspective, I will not sell all of them, but maybe I would say sell 1 or 2 of them if they bring me life-changing wealth. If I can, let's say you really get to that point when it's a CryptoPunk Bored Ape Yacht Club price for most of these, then probably you would take some profits along the way, just in case. I mean, imagine selling off one collectible and then having enough to build a house. That would be absolutely crazy. What CryptoBeast, what do you think? What do you mean by don't sell the new, or no sell the news that I think? Well, now we are getting to that giveaway, and for today I have this last comic from the 6 comic series, Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man, here for you. It's from 1976. I have the uncommon for you, actually my only uncommon, and I want to have that exclusively for the ones that are in the stream right now, and that are participating here. So I will do it as follows. I will write a number down from 1 to 10 on this piece of paper here, Yeah, and then you are going to shoot one number between 1 and 10 into the chat, and the first one who hits it will win. So let the numbers fly. I have written the number on this piece of paper, and then you will just basically tell me your in-game code, and the numbers are already flying. So we have the first one here in the chat is Mixed Baby with the number 7. So just to prove that this is legit, here is the number 7. And congratulations, Mixed Baby. Let me know your ad tag for the Vivi app, so that I can pass you that comic right away. And I hope I don't get banned for this, because I was really scared now with the ban issue, since we don't know what causes the ban ultimately. So I will just search here this comic, if I find it, in my comic section. So yeah, so shout out to Mixed Baby who won it. I don't know how we can do it that you tell me your tags, okay, so I can send it to you right away. Would you put it in the chat, or would you prefer to approach me on yeah, okay, so you put it in the chat. Let me just transfer it to your name. Lifestyle Dandy. So I'll make sure that I got that right. Is that you with a picture on the beach? So just to verify that, can you verify that for me? While he is verifying, we are okay. So yeah, I'll hit the transfer and confirm. Now I have to do the 2FA stuff quickly here. At least a vacation in Thailand. That's great. I've never been there. Would you say it's recommended? I mean, even if you have a girlfriend, I mean, not for the just for fun Thailand. So send it out right now here. So hope you can just confirm when you got it. So congratulations, Mixed Baby. That was my first ever on-stream giveaway. I plan to do more of these if I can afford them. And now I have more to the end of the stream, but we still stay in here because we're gonna do a little bit Q&A if you are interested in something. So I will stick around a few more minutes. And we are going to talk about Pokemon. And no, I'm not officially sent by Vivi or something to announce Pokemon, but I am sure, and I have explained it in the Gravity and Center of Mass videos, where I use the metaphor of all these brands centering around something huge, that we are going to see Pokemon on Vivi. I'm confident, I'm sure of that. And to get ourselves hyped up until that is the case, I thought of ordering some Pokemon booster packs for my stream. So I plan on doing the next stream on Sunday, where I want to have another camera or something so that I can open 1 or 2 or 3 of these booster packs. And actually, already big shout out to the community. There were especially 2 to 3 people that helped me understanding newer Pokemon cards. So we are going to open some on the next stream. together and see if I can pull something that gets us hyped up. Chicken Combo says, when Pokemon? Yes, exactly. And let's get just hyped up by some booster packs, and maybe I will buy some more expensive ones in the future. But it all depends on how many funds I have available to do that kind of fun on the stream. But yeah, I will do it. Bix Baby, mucho thanks, one love. Yeah, let's go, and congratulations. Kevin Hussein, hello, what's going on, Kevin? Did Randy Chavez help you out? Yes, he did, actually. In fact, he approached me right away and asked what I need. But then I got like flooded by the community to answer Pokemon or to ask my questions, and they answered it all. Like, some people took hours to walk me through everything I need to know, because the last Pokemon booster I bought in my life was like in 2000 or something. So yeah, I had no clue. Do you think Pokemon on Pokemon Day? That would be huge. I think Pokemon is the ultimate bomb to make Veve and Ecomi fly. So for that to happen, you need Pokemon, or you need Ecomi on all major, not all, but most major exchanges to get maximum attention. Because even if not everyone on those exchanges is already invested in OMI, when they see OMI in a straight line and 200% up in one day, they will research what it is and come to Veve, and then everything will just go crazy and fly across the room. So yeah, I think they will wait for that. They will now focus on the big brands that they already have teasered, like car collectibles. They will bring in other big brands. They said the timeline is full for months. So I think we will see that more to the end of the year. But wild guess only. I have no evidence or proof that supports that. But good question, Crypto Beast. Andre A says, I think that Pokemon won't come out until they start actually marketing Veve on the mainstream to bring new users' thoughts. Exactly. I think you have a very great point, because marketing strategy has to be rolled out. We need localization. And localization does not mean that you only translate the app. It means that you have a marketing strategy for Korea, for Brazil, for India. You need to have different brands that are going into these countries to then launch a global brand, Pokemon, that is basically something, a big deal in all of those countries, to launch it on top of it and have like insane sales of digital booster packs like the ones that we can see here. And that's exactly why I want to get us a little bit in that mood, a little bit in that feeling of opening some booster packs. And I will learn a ton about Pokemons in advance. So maybe that can give us an edge about let's say the normal retail user in the app in the future. Clinton says, is it wise to sell a Elsa and a Marvel Comics #1 UR in order to buy a Superman? So basically what you're saying is that you want to sell 2 grails for one, because Marvel Comics #1, you are talking about the Torch, the very first comic. Is that right, Clinton? Can't wait for Pokemon to come onto Veve. Well, it's the ultimate thing. And also, it doesn't stop there, because we have evidence that they are going to launch Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards as well. And then it will not stop with cards. There will be collectibles as well. So yeah, LFG, that's fair point. Jose the American. Mr. Planet Profit, hey guys, hey Mr. Planet Profit, YouTuber, what's going on? You have a channel? I'm going to check that out. So Clinton says yes. So the original statement was if that would be wise, and I cannot tell you that, but I personally would hold on to Elsa and Marvel Comics #1. You are, because I think they are both super scarce, both grails. And if you could manage it by flipping other stuff or selling off some mermaid corners to get the Superman, would be a better deal. Kevin says, well, I do believe once Vivi has the option to change languages for different users in the world, they lost definitely will have Pokemon. Most definitely, probably, you mean. Yes, of course, localization is everything. Yeah. Also some other animes in the future. Yes, and I think we have seen David Yu memeing about the fusion dance when they moved to Immutable X and saying that that they are going to merge in the Dragon Ball style fusion dance. So I think they love to play with what they already have up their sleeves and teaser us from time to time. So I think there will be Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, maybe Warhammer tabletop. We have seen now a battle statue that goes in that direction, a little bit less childish in my opinion. So there will be also these segments for different demographics. Like some collectibles are clearly directed at children and families with children, like the bobbleheads, like the mermaid corners and stuff like that. But there will also be these battle statues with Killer Croc, and that's definitely not something for little children, but for real fans and for adults that love to collect the stuff. CryptoBeast says, Alfred Kahn said we will be like Walmart for NFTs. So maybe you can buy the packs on Vivi and transfer it to Pokemon trading card game. Yes, and actually, I think that's a very fair point. And if you see these ties that are now formed with with these little mini games and stuff like that, there will be so many people around that can help and advise with setting up, and there will be gaming brands in the background. We don't even know if they are not partnered with Niantic or somehow talking to other big development studios. So we don't know if they might even, as a Walmart, still partner up with something like Activision Blizzard, which has been bought by Microsoft recently for a ridiculous amount, like 700 billion, which makes totally sense to build out a metaverse. So as we have said before, it is not even necessary for us to make life-changing wealth for Vivi to build up a plain full VeVeverse that is a standalone, but more like an interconnected Nexus verse where all these brands have their stores and exhibitions and shows and where you can act and have your own stores and land, but then that this floods out into the metaverses that are partnering with the VeVeverse. So I think that that could be really a thing. And yeah, let me know what you think about this. I mean, I'm purely guessing, speculating how this could be, but ultimately, I already was right about some things, at least in the last weeks. So maybe we get to be the Amazon of everything. Mix Baby, good luck with your streaming. I follow you a few weeks and you helped me a lot understanding how Vive works and where it will go. Keep on going, Greece from the Netherlands. Greetings back to the Netherlands. Hello, neighbor. Actually, I've been there. I've been to Utrecht once to visit a friend of mine who studied medicine there. So and to Amsterdam as well. So great country that you have there, small one, but really great country. I loved the cities. Getzi says, yep, everything will be interoperable with everything in the very near future. It's a good point because we already see that when, I mean, besides streaming, you cannot live from that level of streaming at the moment. So I'm working a 9 to 5 and we have a software product, a platform, and everything screams for interconnectability. There's more and more the talk of, I need an API to get data A from, or to get data from platform A to B, and they cannot communicate yet. So what if Veve just builds up APIs to every new metaverse play that there is, to Decentraland and Sandbox and so on and so on? We already have seen that when HOODIES mounted or started a radio station in DeFi land. This interconnectability also would say that Veve would never die. They would never die down like a game. They would just provide the NFTs and the collectibles to all the other metaverses that come and go. And you can take it there, and then you can take it back, and you can have it to your wallet. But if you are only the Walmart, no one cares if you close your restaurant or your kitchen. So that could be very, very big. Clinton, Marvel Mighty's Captain America, Steve Rogers, is the first Captain America on the app. Do you think that it will overtake the big Captain America in the future when people realize it? I think it depends on how the community, the broader community outside of Veve in the future will think. But first appearance matters. And to the hardcore collectors, it matters even more. And I think if you hold some of them, I have only one because I didn't see the potential of that. But I have one and two of the Captain America common and uncommon. But I think both will have tremendous value because some people are just not fan of the bubblehead and instead go for the real statues to build their vault. So both will drastically increase their value. And I don't know if one will overtake the other or if they will be comparable. But first appearance matters a lot, yes. Hopefully we are pre-installed on Apple glasses. Well, Apple still has to come out and announce their own metaverse, right? So that's going to be a thing. Greetings from Los Angeles, California. Hello, Los Angeles, California. You say, I love your channel. I love that you love my channel. So it says Tony Bahamas, but you are from Los Angeles, so probably you also like the Bahamas. Well, greetings to Los Angeles and welcome to the stream. This is only my second ever stream, so I'm still gathering experience. I'm trying to bring out some fun stuff here, also with these Pokemon cards. So yeah, just if you haven't yet, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned to never miss out on a stream or video. Hey, Hannes from Austria. Of course, I remember you entered in contact with me early on already, and we have talked a little bit already. And you are apparently a big arcade collector. That is one superhuman hobby, I would say. I never met someone who was an arcade collector, so that is pretty impressive hobby. Or I don't know, maybe your profession. I have no idea. So let me know also if you have not seen it live and if you are watching it afterwards. Let me know if you like the idea of opening Pokemon packs and if you would like to see another giveaway on the stream. Obviously, we can keep that going. And yeah, we have one more here from Getsy. Don't forget the common captain statue non-mighty has a much lower circulation supply. I believe Dan said approximately 8K in circulating supply. Yes, and that is something that they said after the migration will get an extra line in the metadata that they are actually more scarce than people believe they are. And once this will be shown, it will give them an extra drive. However, first appearance matters a lot as well. Arcade Collector says, question, or Hannes says, question, do you really think that OMI will be used for other applications? I mean, It's not the idea of everyone to have its own cryptocurrency to make money on. Yes, indeed. I believe that I covered that before in the stream. So maybe later when you have the chance, you can go back to that part when I also talked about Epiko Regal, that it's not a hoax, not a scam, will be announced, will be another app. There will be other projects that are going to utilize Ecomi now that it is far easier to work with Ecomi. And obviously mounting on a well-known brand is very, very important. Everybody thinks how he can bring a shitcoin out. So why would anyone use another cryptocurrency and dropping his own? Because if you have a cryptocurrency that is already a name by itself, like Ecomi, Ecomi is well known, has been already covered by BitBoy, has been covered by Cryptos R Us, has been covered by Coin Bureau. So millions of people have already heard the name. So if you have a fairly unknown project, you would want to mount it on a currency that is well known. So then you can put it out, and you saw what happened with Epiko Regal. It was out 1 hour and people went crazy about it, retweeting, asking questions, because it utilizes the big community that Ecomi Vivi already has established. So that is why they would come to Ecomi rather than to any shitcoin. And by the way, more usability and community also will, in the long run, give more stability and more growth to that specific currency, and it's less likely to get rug pulled. But great question here in the end. So I guess that is it for today. Oh wait, I have the my rare hodlers here for the end screen as promised. So thank you everyone for. Oh, we get some other questions here. Vitimon, hey, welcome Vitimon. Late to the party, signing in late, couldn't get Wi-Fi at the airport. You are at the airport, okay. Your thoughts on your best educated guess for price at summertime after migration, exchange expansion, and being able to use OMI on IMX marketplace? Depends. If we get a bull run or more of the bull run before going into bear market, 5 to 6 cents would be my best guess. But you know, whale manipulation, we don't know what Fed does, so it could be way different, and I could be horribly wrong with that. So please don't take it as set and guaranteed. Do you think we will have the chance to buy land in the VeVeverse? I mean, we do not even get NFTs anymore at the drops. I think we will, because there is an interest to get a lot of land out. But I think the most valuable land, like if it would be like a secret rare land or something like that, on the very close center and the heart of the VeVeverse, will be very scarce and very expensive in the end. But I think you have a fair chance to get some land, because ultimately they will not do it like with the collectibles. With land, they will do it so that everyone is motivated to get into the VeVeverse and then spends more money on collectibles and stuff like that. So I think everyone will have the chance to get some land, especially the ones that hold some collectibles already and get MCP points. Imagine the run on land. Yeah, land is confirmed. Land is confirmed, and your MCP rank will give you early access. Yeah, exactly. And probably the OMI utility staking tier as well can give you access. Vitimo, no worries, I'm on a streak, caught your second stream. Well, so you got the first appearance of my stream on Sunday, and you got this one. So stay tuned until next Sunday. I will put more effort in bringing good information, and also I hope that my Pokemon packs will arrive so that I can open some and we can get a little bit of hype of the Pokemons. Breaking the Impaler this time, the Fed votes to leave interest rates unchanged. So we have divided information here now, because we have heard first that they will increase by 1% from March. Now you're saying again, or someone else said it before, the Fed will leave it unchanged, but that will let inflation run free, right? So I don't know if it's so good, but yeah, send it, and maybe we can get some good profits out of another bull run. You have to reach a certain level staking Omi to participate in land, or you have to have a certain rank in the Master Collector program to be able to get land. But I think everyone who is here can easily do it. Crypto is exploding, and now that you say it, you get me hyped. And well, it doesn't seem to so explosive right now, but we will see. We'll see what happens. It sucks that we cannot raise our Omi amount by staking. Well, actually, if we would have that possibility directly from Veve and Ecomi, you would see shortly after all the SECs and financial observatories of the world going after them, because then there would be security. So if that would be the case to reward by Omi, that would have to be on an exchange, on a pool or something where you would stake and someone would reward, but it would not be Ecomi themselves. Then I think the way they are doing it is perfectly fine. It ultimately gives value to Omi as well by lockup and by participation in the NFTs. Yeah. Actually they are, because I've never seen them being so thoughtful. I think the strategy and the network and everything they have, that is so impressive and makes me so bullish. The only problem that I see at the moment with Veve is that they have scaling issues. So they cannot address support tickets. They cannot react at the moment. So they have to drastically up their game in that sense. They have to scale, and not by third-party providers, so that you don't have, for example, banned people that are innocently banned waiting 6 months to get their accounts back. That harms participation. But I hope they will get that sorted out. So, but we are already 1 hour and 10 minutes on that stream. So I think I will call it a day. I thank everyone that has joined here for participating, especially to see my first 5 minted Patreons. Sub 10K, sub 10 mint still available, as well as now channel membership and super chats. So if you want to use that in the future, it's available. Obviously, it's up to you. It's free, and there is no limit or no limited access and stuff. Content information on my channel will be always free. So there's no stuff. It's only for supporting. There's no stuff that you get extra on information. There will not be secret pump and dump groups. There will not be any secret groups that I will form where you would have to pay something. You will always get that on the streams for free. But if you want to support me, go ahead, feel free. The channels are open. Yeah. So with that said, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon, wherever you are on the world. And stay tuned to my channel for more information. Also, like this video and subscribe. And with that said, have a good one and enjoy the pumps that are hopefully coming and the news that we are going to cover in short. See you all.